Once again, welcome to your English 7 Quarter 1 Week 7 lesson. I am Mr. Simon Julius M. Gosum and I am your English teacher.
Okay, before we proceed to our discussion, I want you to have the following. First, get your learning activity sheet and then get your ball pen and paper. Is that clear? The learning competency for this week 7 lesson is the students should be able to use appropriate reading strategies to meet one's purpose. Example, scanning, skimming, close reading, and down the line. At the end of our discussion, you will be able to identify the meaning and uses of the different reading strategies and apply appropriate reading strategies in doing the given activities. Now, for the background information, listen carefully. This is very important. Reading is not just a simple skill because reading requires different reading skills. These reading skills help a reader like you to have deeper and better comprehension when reading. We all know that reading is a very essential skill that helps every individual to acquire knowledge. It is very difficult for a person to achieve his full potential without this skill. For further ideas, you can read the complete background information on your learning activity sheet.
The main focus of our discussion this week is about the different reading strategies, namely scanning, skimming, close reading, and active reading. Let us start with scanning. According to Bill in the year 2013, scanning, in its simple definition, is a reading technique that can be used in looking for specific information. It means that we will be using this reading strategy if our purpose is to locate specific information on the text that we are reading. I want you to remember that. I repeat, if your purpose in reading is to locate specific information, then use scanning. Look at these given examples about specific information. For date, the example given is May 1, 2020. For the name of person, the given example is Juan de la Cruz. Another, name of places, example, Philippines, Tarlac City, and Maliwalu National High School. You can also use scanning in answering WH questions. What are these WH questions? WH questions are interrogative sentences that may start with the word what, when, where, who, or how. You can examine the examples given. There is also a given scenario where you can apply scanning. Let's say, for example, your teacher gave these questions as your assignment or asked these questions during your class discussion. In this situation, scanning is the best reading strategy to use since these questions require specific answer. Let us read these examples. Who is the main character in the story? The answer is Tungkong Langit. And Tungkong Langit is a specific answer. Second, where's the setting of the story? The answer is eternal space. And it is also specific. What is the personality of Tungkong Langit? The answer is loving. How did Tungkong Langit create the sea? The answer is he made a big basin of water below the sky. Why did Tungkong Langit scatter the jewels of Aluncina? The answer is to induce his wife to get back home. In your last, there are steps that you can follow to do the scanning technique. Read the steps on the upper portion of page 2. Now let us continue our discussion with the remaining reading strategies. This time, let us proceed with skimming. Skimming, in its simplest definition, is a reading technique that helps the reader to get the general or main idea of a text in a faster way. Moreover, skimming works best with nonfiction or factual material, and that is according to Bill in the year 2013. Unlike scanning, which is applicable in locating specific information, skimming is a reading strategy that can be used when you want to get the general information or the main idea of a text. Let us read this and answer the question afterwards. Cecilia is turning grade 7 this incoming school year. She is so excited to enter the junior high school level for many reasons. First, she will transfer to a new school since her primary school does not offer junior high school. Second, she is excited to meet new friends and new teachers. Lastly, she is excited because she is so curious about the life waiting to her in the junior high school. Sadly, because of COVID-19 in the country, the opening of the classes for this school year 2020-2021 is a bit delayed. The question is, what is the main idea of the text? You are correct. It is about Cecilia and her excitement to enter junior high. What did you observe on the given example? How do you compare this to scanning? In using skimming, you are not looking for a specific information. You are looking for the general idea or main idea of a text instead. The general idea of a text is pertaining to the message or the main idea of a text. It is the controlling idea inside the text that the author wanted to express or share to the readers. The general idea also expresses the topic of the text that the writer wanted to explain through giving specific examples and information. Read page 2 in your last. There are guide questions that you can use for you to be able to determine if you need to use skimming in reading. The third reading strategy is close reading. Try to compare this reading strategy to scanning and skimming. I am sure you can easily see their differences. Remember that close reading is a thoughtful and careful analysis of a text that focuses on significant details or patterns to develop a deep and precise understanding of the text form, craft, meaning, and etc. That is according to Burke in the year 2013. In other words, close reading from the name itself is a reading strategy that requires the reader to carefully examine every part and every detail of the text. It requires more time to you, but this reading strategy can give you a deeper understanding of the text. Go over on the first part of page 3 in your learning activity sheet and read the additional inputs about close reading that will surely help you understand it more. The last reading strategy in this lesson is the active reading. The acronym ACTIVE stands for asking questions, making connections, tracking down important information, inferring, predicting, visualizing, evaluating, and synthesizing. Active reading helps you to better understand what you're reading and allowing you to apply what you've read to your overall schema. This can help you be a better reader, speaker, and writer. As you get older, using active reading strategies in college can help you be a more successful student. That is according to Nicole in the year 2019. As you have noticed, active reading is very different from the first three reading strategies that we discussed. Active reading is a reading strategy that requires you to make connections in the text that you want to read. In here, you may ask questions and you can make prediction about the text that you are reading based on your own knowledge. In active reading, you do not simply get information from the text, but also you are evaluating and validating this information as well. There are formulated steps on how to do active reading. You can follow these 6 steps as your guide in using active reading. You can locate these steps in your learning activity sheet on page 3. Read these steps carefully to know more on how to do active reading. This is our general direction for each activity in this week lesson. Read carefully the directions indicated in the following activities, then provide what is needed or asked in each item. There are 5 activities in your learning activity sheet that you need to accomplish for this week lesson. I know you can make it. Good luck! For our first activity, what you need to do is to read each statement and determine if it describes or requires scanning or skimming. Write scanning or skimming in the space provided before each number in your learning activity sheet. Remember that you can always pause this video if you need more time to think of the correct answer. Here are the questions for this activity. Read each question carefully and choose between scanning or skimming. You only have 3 minutes to finish this activity, and your timer starts now. Your time is up. Let us check your answer. For number 1, the correct answer is scanning. For number 2, the correct answer is skimming. Number 3, it is scanning. Number 4, it is also scanning. Number 5, scanning. Number 6, skimming. 7, skimming. 8, skimming. Number 9, skimming. And last number, scanning. Congratulations for accomplishing this activity. For this activity, what you need to do is to match the meaning of the words in column A with the given words in column B. Write the letter of your answer in the space provided. You can use a dictionary in answering this activity. You can download offline dictionary on your smartphone. After 2 minutes, we will check the first 5 items in this activity. Your timer starts now. Let us check your answer. For number 1, the correct answer is letter D. For number 2, the correct answer is letter J. For number 3, the correct answer is letter E. For number 4, it is letter G. And for number 5, the correct answer is letter C. Congratulations if you got all the correct answers. And here are the questions for items 6 to 10. And your 2 minutes starts now. Now let us check your answer. For number 6, the correct answer is letter B. For number 7, the correct answer is letter H. For number 8, it is letter A. For number 9, it is letter I. And for number 10, it is letter F. Once again, congratulations if you got all the correct answer. I am very sure that you will enjoy the next activity. Let us read the instruction. Scan the highlighted words in the story and locate these words inside the crossword puzzle. I know you are very familiar with crossword puzzle. You only have 3 minutes to do this activity, and after that time, we will check your answer. Are you excited to see the answers? Okay, here are the answers. For this activity, what you need to do is to read the short narrative inside the box in your learning activity sheet on page 6 and answer the following questions. Write the letter of your answer in the space provided before the number. Pause this video while you are reading the short narrative and continue if you are ready to answer the questions. Now that you are done reading the short narrative, You only have 3 minutes to answer all the questions in this activity, and your timer starts now. Your time is up, and now let us check your answer. For item number 1, the correct answer is C, and that is, it talks about a daily routine. For item number 2, the correct answer is A, and that is my daily routine during ECQ. For item number 3, the question is this: what does the character in the short narrative usually do during afternoon? The correct answer is C, sleeping. For item number 4, the correct answer is D. And for item number 5, the correct answer is COVID-19, and that is letter B. Congratulations! For your final activity, what you need to do is read the short article carefully and answer each question. You can use a separate paper in answering this activity. Just make sure to attach it before the submission of this last. You can locate this activity on page 7 on your learning activity sheet. These are the questions that you need to answer in this final activity. Number 1. What is the short passage all about? Number 2. Which sentence strikes you most and why? Number 3. What do you think the reason why the author wrote this short passage? Number 4. Is there a word or words you are having hard time to understand in this passage? Number 5. Give your insight about this sentence from the passage. Being positive but all circumstances also attracts good things and peaceful mind amidst the crisis this world is passing through. After all the learnings and all the activities, now is the time for you to reflect. For your reflection, there are 5 questions that you need to answer in your last on page 7. The first 4 questions are answerable by the given rating scale, which are always, sometimes, and never. Choose only one of these rating scales in item number 1 to item number 4. In item number 5, the question is this: what is your most significant learning in this lesson, and how can you apply this learning in real life situation? Do not be afraid to answer because there is no wrong answer in this reflective question. The following are the sources and the references that we use in accomplishing this video lesson for quarter 1, week 7.
Congratulations! You have successfully finished our lesson for this week. In this module, you were able to use the different reading strategies. You have identified the difference and uses of scanning, skimming, active reading, and close reading. Thank you and keep being motivated on your studies. Once again, this is Sir Jules, your English teacher, and I hope to see you on our next video lesson.